Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into what might be the wildest political controversies of the year. An AI generated video shared by President Trump himself. So here's what happened. Over the weekend, millions of Americans took to the streets for the nationwide No King protests. A movement against what they're calling Trump's autocratic behavior. The message was simple. America had no kings and never should. The marches were amongst the largest in the US history. The organizers claiming it to be over 5 million people across 2,700 cities, demanding checks on executive power and respect for democratic norms. And how did President Trump respond? By posting an AI-generated video showing himself flying a fighter jet with a golden crown on his head, dropping brown sludge over protesters below. Yes, that actually happened. The clip even used Kenny Loggins' hit song Danger Zone without permission, prompting the singer to publicly condemn its use. Now, you can imagine the reaction. People were outraged, from journalists to civil rights activists to even some Republicans. Many called it disgusting, childish, even dangerous. But of course, Trump supporters said, come on, it's satire, it's a joke. And that's exactly the gray area he likes to play in, where sarcasm meets propaganda. See, this isn't a one-time thing. Trump has been using AI-generated content for months, sharing himself as a king, a saint, or even a superhero. It blurs the line between parody and politics. And whether you love him or hate him, the man knows how to control a narrative. And that's what makes this story bigger than just a viral post. It's about how AI is changing the politics game. Because AI doesn't just make content faster, it changes how leaders shape perception. You don't need real footages anymore. You just need something shocking that can go viral. It's politics in the age of Photoshop on steroids. But this isn't an isolated blunder. According to reports, Trump has shared dozens of AI-generated videos and images in the past year alone, portraying himself as a saint, a superhero, even a Nobel Peace Prize winner. Some of these posts have even been used in campaign materials and fundraisers. It's not about reality anymore. It's about perception. Because in today's world, you don't need facts or footages. All you need is just engagement. Outrage is currency and AI is the printing press. And while this latest video poured gasoline on domestic tensions, his foreign policy moves are creating fires too, especially with India. Just weeks before this controversy, President Trump stood on stage and confidently confirmed that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has promised to reduce oil imports from Russia. He even said, Modi has told me he will not buy oils from Russia anymore. But that turned out to be, let's just say, not true. India immediately denied it, clarifying there was no such agreement at all. The statement blindsided India's Ministry of External Affairs and created headlines all over the world. And to make things worse, Trump had just slapped massive tariffs on Indian exports and threatened to keep them until India completely stopped Russian oil import. The fallout was immediate. Diplomatic talks froze, trade routes slowed, and public sentiment in South Asia exploded with anger. Critics in both Washington and New Delhi warned that this bullying diplomacy had undone decades of cooperation between two of the world's largest democracies. Analysts are calling it one of the lowest points in US-India relations in decades. And it's not just policy, it's tone. Trump's public mockery of allies, his combative tweets, and now his use of AI-fueled messaging. It's left even long-term partners second-guessing America's reliability. So when people chant "No Kings," it's not just about Trump's videos, but it's something deeper. It's about the fear that democracy, truth, and diplomacy are all being gamified, turned into spectacle. AI is supposed to make life easier, but in politics, it's being used as a weapon, a way to shape emotions, shift narratives, and even humiliate opponents in seconds. And to be fair, this issue goes beyond one man or one party. Around the world, politicians are using AI to rewrite their public image, clean up controversies, discredit opponents, and flood the internet with synthetic influence. It's fast, it's powerful, and almost impossible to regulate. So, here's the big question. Is this the new normal? Have we entered an era where AI propaganda replaces honesty, and where leaders can literally design their own reality? Or will voters start pushing back, demanding transparency and real accountability in a world where truth is just another digital filter? Think about it. What happens when deepfake stop being entertainment and start shaping elections? That's where we are headed. Let's talk about it in the comments. Do you think politicians should be banned from using AI-generated contents in their campaigns? Or is it just another creative tool which is meant for modern politics? Either way, this is the future unfolding. Share your thoughts in the comments below.